Hello everyone. Welcome to Geography's chapter 3, Our Changing Earth. In the previous chapter, you studied that the face of the earth is continuously changing due to internal and external forces. Millions of years of geographical change has modeled the present face of the earth as we see today. So, children, this will be an interesting topic to know in detail about the reasons of changing phases of the earth. The topics which we cover here are endogenic forces, lithospheric plates, and volcanoes. To understand in clear, let's come to study in detail. The evolution of landforms has been taking place due to two types of forces, endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Let's see what does mean by endo and the exo. Endo means inside and genic means origin. Exo means outside and same genic means origin. So by the terms we can understand the study inside the earth is endogenic and the study outside the earth related towards that is known as exogenic forces. In this particular flow chart, we can understand in detail about the Earth's movement. That means it is divided to two types, endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Let's come towards this part of endogenic. It is having a sudden forces. Due to these sudden forces, we can have the results of earthquake, volcano, and even the landslides also. That means all these things happen inside and then we are having the result outside. Diastrophic forces means the changes which are occurring. That means the building up of the mountains. Let us come towards the exogenic forces. It is having erosional and depositional, and its consequences we can see on the river, wind, sea waves, and glaciers. So everything we will be studying in detail in the next videos forward. Endogenic forces. This means those forces that arise from inside the earth, they can be sudden like earthquake and volcanic eruptions. Earth scientists have put forward the view that the earth's crust is not a continuous block. It consists of several large, small, rigid shaped plates which carry continents and the ocean floors. As children, you have studied in the previous chapter that we are having continents, that means landmass, and ocean floor is also having the landmass inside the water. These plates move extremely slow and each year they move about few millimeters. Now you can have a query that madam, if this is a moving, then why don't we feel? The reason children behind this is that the movement is very slow, and what the present situation of the earth which we are seeing is exactly not the same thousands of years back, or you can say millions of years back. It was a total different phase with the present. So due to the movement of these changes only we can see the present form. Now let us come towards this. These crustal slabs are called tectonic or lithospheric plates. And this is the diagram which is showing you the different plates. The plates are not actually the food plates which you think so. It is the landmass plate. We can see the Indian plate, African plate, Indo-Australian plate. All these are the different lithospheric plates. In the 1960s, scientists put forward the theory of plate tectonics to explain the changing face of the earth. The heat and pressure from Earth's molten magma causes convection currents. This generates forces that cause movements of plates. This theory is known as plate tectonics. The scientists who have studied about these plates, that is known as the plate tectonics. Then we are having a figure which I will explain it later on. First of all, let us read these 3 points. As these crustal plates move, they push together, pull apart, and slide past each other. Sometimes the tension within the earth is released on the surface as vibrations. These internal or endogenic forces may be sudden and violent, and the result is an earthquake, volcanic activity, or a landslide. Now come towards the diagram part. You can see in the down core magma. Core means the hottest area of the earth. When it rises up, it is having a hot magma. When it cools down, it is having a cold magma comes down. Now, this is one of the continuous process which we have studied just in the previous part, that it rises up and comes down. It is a continuous process which is going on, and when it is in a sudden to be breaking up, it is being experienced in the crust with the help of vibrations. That vibrations results in the earthquake or either the volcanic activity. Hope you have understand this diagram now. Let us come towards the volcanoes. That what do we have the endogenic changes and volcanoes are occurring. It is actually an opening. Volcano is a vent or opening in the earth's crust through which molten materials or magma from the interior erupts out as lava. In the figure, everything is very clearly mentioned. You can see, and you have to make this diagram in your copy also. Extreme heat and pressure forces up molten magma, pieces of solid rock, ash, gases, and steam through these vents. The magma erupts as lava and accumulates around the vent in layers. This forms a tall, conical shaped volcanic activity. Then we are having types of volcanoes. Volcanoes are also divided into three types. They are active or living volcanoes. Second is dormant or sleeping volcanoes. And third is extinct or dead volcanoes. So depending on the nature and frequency of eruption, volcanoes are classified in these three categories. Let us now study in detail about the first, second and third volcanoes. First, the active volcano. Volcanoes which have erupted frequently in the recent past and are expected to erupt further anytime in future are known as an active volcanoes. The examples we can study here are Barren Island in India, Mount Etna in Italy, and Mount Kilauea in Hawaii. Barren Island, it is in Andaman and Nicobar in India. Then second one, we are having dormant volcanoes or sleeping volcanoes. Volcanoes which have not erupted for centuries but may still do so are known as dormant volcanoes. In the picture you can see. For example, Mount Vesuvius in Italy, Mount Fujiyama in Japan. Then third, lastly, is extinct volcanoes, or we can say the dead volcanoes. Volcanoes which have neither erupted for thousands of years, nor is there any possibility of further eruptions in the future, are known as extinct volcanoes. You can see here. Then examples are Mount Kilimanjaro in East Africa and Cerro Aconcagua in Argentina. So hope you all have understood this topic of volcanoes. In the next, we will be continuing with the earthquake and other exogenic forces. Thank you everyone. God bless you all.